falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Time running out here on the play clock. Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Jameis now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Now Jameis on second down. Surveying the field. And he's got room. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Wilson on second down, being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's John Ryan now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Winston with a give to Martin. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
First down, Winston. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They run. Martin. And some room to work. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They come out here in the eye. 3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And off comes to Martin. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The play clock's running down. Now it's Martin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
2nd down, Winston. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Play clock winding down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They set up the screen to Rawls. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chris Conte, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time